Hi there, my name's Terry and this is 5 Minute Velo. Today I want to talk about a very delicate subject. I'm talking about that problem that many people suffer from, saddle sore. Now I don't usually suffer from saddle sore too badly, usually because I use creams and Vaseline to keep the area lubricated. However, the other day I went on a ride. Now this ride was out of area because I was delivering something for work, and unfortunately I forgot to slather my bottom. The ride was also much hillier than normal.
In addition, I was riding my giant Defy with its rather rigid seat post and its minimalistic saddle.
This resulted in let's say a bit of abrasion. Strangely enough, I didn't really notice it at the time. Okay, there was a bit of discomfort, but nothing that sent me home screaming. It wasn't until I got home that I noticed that I'd worn through the epidermis, and things were, let's say, quite raw. This is probably the worst saddle sore I've had in years, and I've been waiting for the last 3 days for it to heal up. Today's ride is just a little test ride to see how that's going. I do have another little task, and that's to look out for a camera that I lost. So I'm re-riding the first part of the route that I did a few days ago and keeping my eye out to see if I can see a little red Olympus TG5 camera. I don't hold that much hope of finding it. Well, how was my affliction this morning when I got up? Well, it still made me wince a little. I'm talking about the saddle sore there, not the loss of the camera. Although, I must admit, the stupidity of losing that camera does make me wince almost as much. However, back to the saddle sore. Yes, it was still a bit tender. So this morning I put on 2 pairs of padded shorts, dabbed the area with some Vaseline and started riding. It was a little bit uncomfortable at first, but now after about 10 kilometers there's a small amount of discomfort, but nothing too bad. Morning.
I'm getting near to the end of today's ride, so I just hopped off the bike to look at the daffodils in Ickleton. I'll have done about 28 or 29 kilometres by the time I get home. I must admit my bottom's getting a little bit sore now, and so I'll be pleased to finish. All I need to do now is get home and peel my shorts off, and hope the Vaseline has done its job, and that when I take my shorts off, several layers of my epidermis don't come off with it. I did make a video of the affected area, but to save my blushes I've decided not to show it. In a future video I'll go over how I normally avoid getting saddle sore. So if you want to know how I cover my butt, why not subscribe?